Knicks fans, are you starting to believe? Are you starting to believe? Because I am. The New York Knicks go on the road and take two games for the Boston Celtics. We're going to talk all about it right now on Knicks Latest. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is an exciting time to be a Knicks fan. We're trying to grow a New York Knicks fan community here at Knicks Latest. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you drop a comment. I want to use your comments for this show. When we start building up a community, once we start getting more comments in the comment section, that will be a regular segment on the show. But I don't want to bury the lead. Let's get right into it. The Knicks beat the Boston Celtics 91-90 in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals, taking two on the road. What a performance by these guys to come back down from 20 again. Back-to-back games on the road against the defending champs. There are not enough superlatives. And if I'm going to be honest with you, they didn't play all that well all game. Like, this was not a game where the Knicks had their A game and they needed every bit of their best basketball to beat the best team in the league. The Knicks played a B-C+ game for pretty much most of this game. And I think that's a very encouraging sign if you're a Knicks fan, right? You come back on the road 2 times not playing your best basketball. Jalen Brunson has not been the best version of himself. Now, he has come up huge in the clutch. No denying that whatsoever. Huge last night. Gigantic last night with a fadeaway over Jrue Holiday, fast break bucket, the clutch free throws to win it all. But we still haven't gotten that vintage Jalen Brunson game. Karl-Anthony Towns had a great first half, but still has not had a great series overall. We haven't had great basketball from our 2 best players this whole series, and here we are, going back to MSG, going back to the Mecca, up 2-0 against the best team in the league, some would say. That I would say. My pick to win the NBA championship. The Knicks are up 2-0 going back to the Garden. Unbelievable. Josh Hart, phenomenal game. Josh Hart, when he's aggressive, when he's looking to score the basketball, I know it sounds crazy because you don't look at him as a scorer, but when he's open and he's shooting the rock and he's getting into the paint and he's hitting floaters, he's unreal. I mean, this is a Josh Hart who we were campaigning for being an all-star during the all-star break. There was a legitimate case for that. I don't know if people remember that, but there were a lot of Knicks fans thinking that Josh Hart should have been an all-star, me being one of them. Probably my favorite Knick. The energy that he brings, the extra possessions, pushing the break, making the right pass, just unbelievable effort from Josh Hart. Deuce is starting to show up, and you got to give some shout-outs to Mitchell Robinson because a lot of people did not think this was a good matchup for him in this series. A lot of people didn't think that Mitch should be playing much this series at all, but he has been phenomenal. Every time he's on the floor, the Knicks go on a run to the point where Joe Mazzulla started fouling him on purpose so Tibbs had to take him out for the threat of Hack-a-Mitch. Mitch has been phenomenal. So it hasn't been Brunson until the end. It hasn't been Cat for the most part. It's been the other guys. And one of those guys I want to talk about right now is Mikal Bridges. And it's so weird because, again, it's not like he had a great game up until the fourth quarter. For 3 quarters yesterday, Mikal Bridges was awful. He couldn't hit a shot. Just couldn't do anything on the offensive end. Now, the defense is there. You got to give him that. But offensively, he was just a 0 again. So his heroics in Game 1, got to give him credit for that. But Game 2's going on, and you're like, all right, well, he's reverting back to why Knicks fans were so frustrated with him in the first place. But then in the fourth quarter, steps it up big time, goes on a 9-0 run himself, or 9 straight points for the Knicks himself. I'm going to say 9-0 run. Hitting threes, hitting mid-range jumpers, getting to the hoop, reverse layup. Just clutch hoops, and then at the end, a clutch stop. Now, he's going to get all the credit, and he deserves most of the credit because he got this steal. But the switch on Mitchell Robinson, keeping him going left, not going right. Then on top of that, OG Anunoby helping out, forcing him far baseline. Then Mikal coming over. He was just the cherry on top. A fantastic possession by the New York Knicks defensively. And Mikal Bridges, man, I mean, all it takes are these couple moments, right? Has not had a great series every quarter. He's had 2 good fourth quarters. Everything else has been really more to desire for him, right? From Mikal Bridges. But these moments make all the picks, make all the scrutiny, make everything worth it. And now the Knicks genuinely have a chance to win this series because of the defensive prowess of Mikal Bridges. Just an unbelievable 2 nights in Boston. It is really hard to believe what has transpired here. And now we go to Game 3, Madison Square Garden, New York City, where the Knicks can take a commanding 3-0 lead. You know the Garden is going to be rocking. Now listen, the Celtics are the Celtics for a reason. They're the defending champions for a reason. They are missing a lot. They're shooting 25% from 3. Let's not get it twisted here. There is absolutely a possibility they're due. There is absolutely a possibility where Tatum goes off. Derek White starts hitting his threes more consistently. This series is far from over. If you are a Knicks fan watching this show, do not be celebrating about this series just yet. It is far from over. The Knicks still have a lot of work to do. I think winning Game 3 Saturday at MSG, that I don't think it would put the nail in the coffin. Obviously, it's almost impossible. I don't think it's ever happened where an NBA team has come back from 3-0 in the playoffs. However, this is a championship team, the Boston Celtics, that has dominated this Knicks team in the regular season. Take no game for granted. And that's what I love most about the Game 2 victory. The Knicks went into Boston, not with this thought of like, oh, we split, whatever. They could have went down 20, packed it in, and said, we split, we'll take it, let's go back to the Garden. No, they stood the course, and they won Game 2. Looking for that same energy, that same excitement at the Garden, Game 3, looking for a big game from Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns. We're going to be talking about it tomorrow, giving you a whole preview for Game 3, what I think is going to happen, what I feel like needs to happen. But until then, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're building a community here during a new golden age, it looks like, of New York Knicks basketball. What a time to be a Knicks fan. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Let me know what you think is going to happen Game 3. I will take your comments. We'll talk about it on the next episode of Knicks Latest. Peace.